Hello.
Hi.
Things look a little different here. So, Rhonda is packing up and getting ready to take off on her big excursion, Rhonda and Rob's big excursion, where they sold their house and they're jumping into an RV and they are going to travel the United States. So, we wish them so much luck and so much joy. And she will be back with us in a couple weeks. But in the meantime, I have my daughter Gracie, who is helping me out. So she sat in on both the calls. Fernie is on. She said, "How fun!" She sat in on both of the calls, and she got a chance to see her mama in action, and got to see what our clients learn and what the process is for our clients to show up during these group coaching calls. So at 8 o'clock, we have our master's group. These are people who have been through Self-Made Mind and Body. And a lot of them have been with us for almost 2 years now. And they are really working on a topic per month at the same time that they are working to achieve what they would call an impossible goal. So some of them are health related, some of them are professional related. We don't dictate what their goals are. They can be anything that they once thought impossible. We never take our finger off the pulse of mind and body. But so this month, we happen to be talking about maintenance. And what does it look like? What's the difference between actively losing weight and maintaining weight? Everybody says, what do I do different? It's all about, what are you thinking about maintenance that makes you feel something that will organically have you doing? So it's not in the doing, just like it wasn't in the doing when it came to weight loss. But all 4 lessons of this month are surrounded by weight maintenance and the belief that you are becoming a person who maintains your weight. Your weight is not like at the forefront of every thought you have. As a maintainer, you are somebody who believes that about yourself. And that probably makes you feel pretty calm and has you showing up organically, doing the 4 basics, solving the mind math, eating the foods that fuel you, learning to collect the data, and then fasting to balance out your hormones. What came out of that call for you, Gracie? Like, what was something that you got kind of stood out to you?
Yeah, I mean, when talking about the maintenance, you're talking about how you can organize your beliefs, and that looks like doing the mind math. So we really hit hard on how all of the mind math works. You can see the boards right behind her. And we changed up the model a little bit. And then you kind of went into how there's no more circumstance line because people were kind of getting caught up on that circumstance, and that circumstance never changes between the unintentional and the intentional models. And so the mind math really lays it out so that you can stop focusing on that circumstance and start focusing on what it is that the thoughts that are coming and the beliefs that you're getting from those thoughts. So
yes. And how those beliefs make you feel.
Mm-hmm.
And we had somebody that was talking about an upcoming trip. Whoops. Okay. Upcoming trip, and how they were very skeptical. They were feeling skeptical. She was operating from a thought of, here we go again. Here, I've joined this program to lose weight, and I have all of these events during this summer that I'm trying to lose weight while having family in town, while going on vacation. It seems so unfair. And she ultimately was feeling very skeptical because she thought that it was unfair that during the exact same time she was going through this program, she also had all of these events in her life. Okay, just think about how that very innocent thought makes you feel. It makes you feel skeptical in your abilities. You start to catastrophize. You start to look back for all the evidence that proves that you're not going to be able to get through those events while staying on protocol, right? So you want to just notice that. the unintentional mind math is your tool to notice how you're thinking, how those thoughts make you feel, and then therefore how you show up and create the results. That's all it is. It's not a tool to judge yourself. It's a tool to heighten your awareness, because you can change what you're aware of. If you have no awareness, you cannot change that. So it's just putting it in black and white. And why not come up with a better thought, something that is believable? It's not the power of positive thinking. It's the power of your beliefs. When you believe something, you will feel something. So what if you are intentionally making decisions ahead of time to enjoy yourself on that trip? What does that belief make you feel like? Of course, in our call, she said that makes her feel calm. And then when she's feeling calm, she pre-plans. Ultimately, there's all sorts of responses that she does that leads to an enjoyable trip. And this is what it looks like to do the mind math. You can take something that seems so dramatic, so catastrophic, and you put it in the mind math and you see it in black and white, and you're like, oh, that's all I have to do to actually create the result that I want. That's it. It is that simple. So I'm glad that you pointed that out. So I took them through, even though they're masters, we went through line item by line item of the mind math formula, just to reiterate the simplicity of it. And it's really meant to show you how and why you're creating your current results, how and why you can create new results. That's it. Anything else?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you really hit hard on those unintentional thoughts and how they're never going to stop happening. So doing these unintentional models are so important, because it's not about that negative self-talk when you're having these thoughts. It's about analyzing that whole thought all the way through, and then creating an intentional model for a thought that you actually want about the same circumstance, but on a thought that makes you feel calm rather than something that makes you spin out.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. And ultimately, what is that creating? It's creating a sense of responsibility, right? You're responsible. You do unintentionally or intentionally create your results. You are ultimately responsible, and that's such a good thing. And so I always say that becoming self-made means you take responsibility for your results, unintentional and intentional, and you impact other people's lives through this heightened sense of awareness. And that's what all of our students are doing as they are bettering their life, as they are taking control over the challenges that may have been haunting them for years, or they're creating things that they once thought impossible. They're also impacting other people's lives. They may not even know it, but they are, because they are modeling this management of their mind, of their emotions, of their behaviors. And it absolutely transcends into the people around you. And so that's what becoming self-made is all about. I get so jazzed on Wednesdays to see all of our students, and it's so fun to have Gracie here. Anything else?
I think we kind of covered everything.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you for being here. You were a huge help.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll talk to you guys soon.